My name is Mike Perna, CEO of the Perna Group Realtors, and first I want to say thank you so much for your trust in your home purchase. And it looks like you found a home that you love, and not only do you love it because you have great taste, many other people love it as well, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get this home. So I'm going to walk you through just a couple of key points that you can use to lever yourself into this home and put your best foot forward and look better than that next buyer. If you haven't watched the video explaining our core 4 tactics, then go watch that one first. It's a link below this video. The next few things I'm going to tell you about are the secret sauce, the extras that will take your offer one step higher than the other offers. If this is a home you absolutely don't want to lose, these additions are for you. Appraisal deficiency. I'm going to work this one as an example. Let's say that you're buying a home for $500,000 and you're putting 10% down, right? If the appraisal comes in at $500,000, then you're bringing your $50,000 plus additional closing costs to closing, right? If the appraisal comes in at $470,000, let's say $30,000 low, then you'll be responsible for the same 10% down payment. In this case, is 10% of the $470,000, so $47,000, plus the gap between $470,000 and $500,000. So the down payment would now become $77,000. Instead of the down payment, it's in addition to the down payment. So I want to make sure that that's real clear so that you have the funds prepared for closing that you need to pull out of any investment accounts or whatever that looks like, right? Inside of that, you can do an escalation clause on the appraisal. So what that says, very similar to a price escalation clause, is, hey, I'm willing to make up any difference between the purchase price and the appraised value by $10,000, but I'm going to escalate that up in case another buyer comes in at $15,000 by an amount of, let's say, $1,500. So what that would look like in this scenario is if another buyer is willing to do $15,000 and you start at $10,000, but you're willing to escalate up to $20,000, now $1,500 means $16,500 beats that $15,000 by that gap $1,500 amount. So that would become the appraisal deficiency amount. 2 more tactics we can use to win without pushing the purchase price up and getting more dollars in that seller's pocket, making it easier for the home to appraise. First, the state and county transfer tax that sellers are required to pay at the time of closing. Now that's in the amount of $8.60 per 1,000 of sales price. So not the highest cost, but a cost is a cost. We're seeing buyers in this market say, hey, we are going to go ahead and pay on behalf of the seller the state and county transfer tax. An easy example is if we're buying a home for $100,000, $8.60 would be $860 at closing. And to make it easy for all the non-math folks, if you take the sales price, multiply that by 0.0086, you'll get the transfer tax amount that you can offer to cover for the sellers. It's less money that comes out of their closing fees and more they keep in their pocket. Last but not least is the owner's policy of title insurance. So at the closing, the owner is going to be required to furnish you an owner's policy of title insurance, warranting the deed, showing it's free and clear of any clouds, liens, judgments, defects, any tax liens. All of that is wiped off, including their old mortgage was paid to satisfactory, okay? Now the policy itself is generally about 0.7% of the sales price of a property. So again, going with the $200,000 example, that'd be around $1,400, right? Many buyers in this market are offering to absorb that cost into their closing costs, which again frees up a few bucks and gives you just a little bit of a competitive edge against some of those other buyers. Now, I do want to point out that many of our buyers are using a combination, but not all of the clauses. Some of them, in fact, aren't using all of the clauses. And each clause that you add in, and be strategic with it, go over with your Perna Team agent which ones are best to add in, which ones are best to leave off. Each one added in increases your chances exponentially of getting the home that you love, that you want to put your family into. My name is Mike Perna. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video and using our team. We are sincerely grateful, and make it a great day.